Alright, guys, we are here with ferrets and a very, very tired gamers. So we're going to shoot through this. We're going to get this done fast. And then this little duck can go to bed. How are you, Fizz? Say hello, Fizz. How are you, Fizz?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry, right? You're hungry and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, guys, obviously, at the end of the day, the first thing we can start with was the patch notes. Obviously, yes, Eva Cardi. Sorry, Eva Cardi did get a PTU build. Now it does not contain the replication layer. It does not contain all of the stations. It does not contain the server meshing or stand or jump points or anything like that. It was just a PTU that was up for about 6 hours, I believe, that had a few of the locations for the Pyro system. And yeah, so it's the EUPU channel 1. It was only for the US only. It's under NDA, but that doesn't affect us because we're not NDA. Total time was 4 to 6 hours. No issues. So obviously press F to respawn. Text presents during waiting for free ICU. Pyro core mechanic. Player respawn in hab instead of hospital after dying. Pyro L3 patch city station. The hab area does not have armistice signs. That's interesting. Weapon UI icons in the inventory are skewered. Checkmate station. Obviously, the ASOP fleet manager click audio loops after retrieving ships. Location of range points. Ships can explode from colliding with invisible asteroids. Rest stop stations at Pyro. Actors will fall through the station upon respawning. The client performance stall at Monarch's Pyro 2. Jackson Swamp location. Like I said, there's not a lot of bugs considering it's the first playthrough. I thought there would have been more, but like I said, it just did have some of the locations and not all of them. Which do we want to get into the latest conspiracy theory, Fizz?
Uh, I'm confused. We have a conspiracy theory that I.
About certain places of Pyro not being done.
Oh, sure.
So a certain Leeks channel is claiming that certain stations or certain parts of Pyro are not done, and that's why you can't go through and play the whole area. They're idiots. The reason why most likely that the whole area was not put in was A, spoilers, like let's face it, even this leaked like a sieve. And B, most likely because they're actually trying to get server meshing up and running because the system is so big, it's just going to cause problems. Like we
Yeah.
haven't. So.
The system is like 3 times larger than freaking Stanton. So.
Yep. And how does the Stanton system go with FPS after a while? Single figures,
Uh,
5, 4 for server FPS.
you get FPS.
Pretty much. So at the end of the day, imagine a system that's 3 times as big. What I think they're trying to do is they're trying to get the instances and the server meshing working with Pyro so that they can split it up into servers and get decent frames. And that's why I think we don't have it at the moment, is they're just waiting on that tech to be finalised before they go putting it in. Alright, so now that we've just debunked a conspiracy theory and we've gone through the patch notes, let's go through the leaks. So we have salvage filler stations. We have timers for those by the looks. Looks like one SCU will be 2 seconds. 2 SCUs will be 4. 4 will be 8. 8 will be 12. And then 16 will be 20 seconds. I imagine this is probably how long it takes to create those boxes. So at the end of the day, if you were wanting to like make an empty box or whatever that is for example, 16 SCU, then it's most likely going to be around 20 seconds to make it.
And also,
Or to fill
this
it.
might be this also might be for the reclaimer.
Yeah, it could be also filling it as well. It does say filler station, so maybe it's filling the 20 SCU box. So maybe
The filler stations are the stations that will give you the boxes after you're done salvaging a ship's hull.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying is so it might go through and make the 16 SCU box, and also put all the materials in it, and that'll probably take around 20 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
We're guessing at this stage, but that's what it's sounding like. So salvage filler station prepared to eject. Then we've obviously got filler station select cargo size. So okay, yeah. So it sounds like you're going to be able to go through and eject different boxes. That's cool. I like that idea. Filler station eject cargo to eject, and then items to create. We've also got salvage HUD tractor beam. So we've got an active type, which is towing, type, which is tractor, and then we've got unit volume cubic meters. Now we also have ruin station. Was not in the current build for the Evocati, and we've explained why. It was generally, to us, it's most likely because of the fact it's just so freaking big. It was just killing frames. But you do have refueling over at Checkmate, Orbitry, Starlight Services, Patch City, Gaslight, Rods, Fuel and Supplies, Rat Nest, Endgame, Dudley and Daughter, and Magnum and Refueling. Or Magnum Refueling, whatever it is. Alright, Pyro, Planets and Moons. Obviously, Pyro 1 is a description, is orbiting very close to Pyro's volatile star. Pyro 1 has a high temperature and atmospheric pressure, so pack some sunscreen and your radiation suit.
Toasty.
Pyro 2, Monarchs, is a coreless Monarchs, nickname for the toxic carbon monoxide that is part oxygen atmosphere, bears the scars of old mining operations. It's interesting it says it's coreless, so I'm guessing it's a gas giant. 3 is Bloom, which is, this is icy terrestrial world, has a breathable atmosphere of nitrogen and oxygen, and is overrun by outlaws. So,
oh boy, so a target-rich environment, gotcha.
Yep, so pack your bullets in your guns and your ice pack suits, and your ice suits. Number 4 is Pyro 5. No, Pyro 3. Pyro 4, sorry. Pyro 4, astronomers theorize that the distant past, Pyro 4 collided with a planet-sized mass, warping the landscape and knocking it into the orbit of Pyro 5.
Interesting.
Pyro 5 is the largest planet in the Pyro system, has a striking atmosphere swirled with shades of green and yellow. And then we've got Pyro 5A, which is Igneous, which I'm guessing is the moon of Pyro 5. So this inert moon of Pyro 5, okay, it literally says it below, I should have read that, is covered in deep canyons and dried riverbeds. No other signs of water remain on its desolate surface. Notice this says water and not life. Interesting. Then we've got 5B, which is Vetra. So the high pressure nitrogen methane atmosphere of this moon hides a dark and early landscape. Cool, sounds cool. Pyro 5C is Adia, which is the crater-ridden surface of Adia is interspersed with rocky hills and jaded mountains. Then we've got 5D, which is the frequent earthquakes rock furrow causing specular waves beneath its blackish seas. I was watching a video, and I think it was Brian, Super Mac Brother, was saying that at the end of the day that the waves are actually appearing, or will appear in lore. So it looks like Pyro 5 has about 6 moons. Then we got Pyro 5, the moon, which is the high amounts of iron sulfide, whatever. And the soil turns out the living shade of yellow and black. I believe that's the one we've actually seen inside Star Citizen, where it's that yellow moss area covering the ground, I would believe. And then we've got Ventura, which is a rich in carbon and little else. Sounds wonderful. And then we got Pyro 6, which is Terminus. This proto-planet suffers little damage from Pyro's distant star. So, yeah. Then we've got Pyro gangs and reputation. So, first gang that we have is Citizens of Pyro. So, Citizens of Pyro is concerned a group of civilians who have taken upon themselves to tame the infamous outlaw system once and for all. What started as a small posse making occasional frays into Pyro to hunt down criminals has grown into full resettlement plan. Working closely with the local residents, the group provides protection and logistic support for the survivors who call Pyro home. So their reputation or their focus is on security and community service. Their headquarters is actually in Hurston Lawville, but the leadership is run by a Mage Hardford, and the group is obviously called Citizen for Pyro. Next group that we have is Headhunters. It is one of the oldest gangs in the Pyro system. Headhunters have earned themselves a reputation for being ruthless and respected. Unlike many outlaws, when the Headhunters strike a deal, they're known for keeping their word, especially if they promise to kill someone. They currently seeking to wrest control of Ruin Station away from Xeno threat. I believe that what that means is they're trying to take it back. Their focus is obviously in piracy and rocketeering. They're founded in the 27th century. Their headquarters is not available. Ship leader is Kim Bats Ferrell. And their reputation name is obviously Headhunters. And then we've got the Pyro Rest Stops. Rough and Ready, sorry. Yeah. So, okay, so they're at the rest stops. The others are at Pyro and Pyro Stanton. Gotcha. All right, okay. Rough and Ready are in the play of the popular Rust and Ready stations found throughout the UEE. These are the guys that we found had the tats in CitizenCon that you can get and you can earn. This gang has established itself by running the largest fuel operations in Pyro. While their prices may not be fair, you can at least count on them having fuel and services on offer. Individuals who cross them often find life in Pyro much harder than it already was. So they're a refueling and black marketing operation. They're founded in 2939. Their headquarters is Checkmate Station. Leadership is the Jervis brothers, and the name is obviously Rough and Ready. And the last piece of information we have before we start discussing stuff, some additional notes, Tebbets and Brother, blah, 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 blah. Trailer, glamour shots, okay, yeah. In terms of outposts, is there anything important in these last 3 paragraphs? Is there anything really interesting there first?
I'm really not for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
What
really
you would consider?
Yeah, look, it's on there on the screen, guys, if you want to read it. But stations appear to generate missions in 1 of 5 sections. Abandoned sections, the maintenance area, hangars, and across the station. Yeah. Alright. All right, Fez. First things first. The new munching and salvage info. So them going through and adding timers to fill boxes and stuff. You like, dislike?
Um, I really don't mind it. I mean, I kind of like it because it gives you a little bit more of a sense of an immersion.
Yeah, true. I don't mind it either, really, to be honest. The refueling stations with refueling. Obviously, that's handy for us to know because fuel. The planet moons and planets. Are there any other plans or planets or moons there that sound like you might want to go and visit first? Or I kind of like this one. That's a They said it was a It was like a. I'm trying to find it. Dark and eerie landscape. So Vitura, which is a moon of Pyro 5. It sounds like Hades, it says. So,
Hmm.
sorry, this moon hides a dark and eerie landscape, sorry. But it sounds like Hades. Apart from that, what do you what any of those you want to go and visit first, or are you just going to go check them all out? Or
I'm probably gonna spend on like hours just searching
Hmm.
everything.
Pyro gangs. I did notice that the overlords are not here.
Hmm.
And I also did notice that Xenothreat is not mentioned here as well. But that's probably because Xenothreat already known. So it already has that information regarding that. But yeah, there's no mention of overlords, which is concerning because they're literally in our machinima. But regardless, we can always change it to citizens of Pyro if we need to. But apart from that, yeah, is there anything else that you thought was interesting, or anything that you'd like to sort of grabbed you by the ankles and said, "Look at me"?
Not really, no.
Sounds
At
pretty
least
good.
not yet.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good. Obviously, guys, Pyro is set to come out for the preview channel on the 30th, I believe it is, of October.
31st.
31st. So at the end of the day, it's end of this month, quite literally. So what's that, Tuesday or so?
That would be Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's also Spooky Day.
Yes, Halloween Day. Yes. So at the end of the day, yeah, so it'll be Wednesday for me. But guys, obviously, let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. What area do you want to go to first? To be honest, I'll probably hit up Ruin Station first, and then probably go and visit Pyro and the moons, and like you, just fly around for a bit.
Yeah.
Apart from that, anything else you want to join before I go and pass out and crawl into bed, and preferably not in that order?
No.
No. All right.
Not really.
Guys, obviously, if there's any more leaks or anything that comes out, we will cover them. Obviously, if we do get access to the preview channel, please CIG. Obviously, we will cover that as well. Hopefully, me and Fez both get access to it on the 31st.
Hopefully.
I know I've got the digital goodies bag, so that gives me a chance, I believe.
I bought one too, so.
Yep, so that gives you a chance. And I am also a subscriber as well, so hopefully that gives me.
As am I.
Yep, so that gives us another chance, hopefully, but And we also do test the PTU and do issue council reports, so that should help as well.
Occasionally for me, so.
Yeah, I can't do them a lot more than you, but yeah. But regardless of, even if just one of us gets it, obviously the other can just watch in Discord. But guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. You want to say bye, Fez?
I'm still hungry.
Yeah, and I'm still very tired, so I'm going to bed because I got to work tomorrow. Alright, guys, have a great night, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you in the verse.